What are you doing, Peppa? What are you doing? You're gonna get in trouble. You're gonna get in trouble, Peppa. Hey friends, Jennifer here with Moreau Family Farm. Wow, I tell you, these animals. Every day is something new, and today is just another one of those days. So I thought we would be kind of nice to let Peppa out of her stall and you know, just let her walk around with her babies a little bit. And she was doing really well until she figured out that she could push over the food. So Peppa's in really big trouble because she's being a bad girl. Look, speaking of her, look, he's trying to clean out a stall, and there she is, always up in the middle of things. She's trying to find whatever food she can get. She's something else.
You're acting like a pig.
Acting like a pig. Seriously, babe? That's the best you can come up with?
Peppa Pig.
Oh, gosh. So, Peppa so far has knocked over the dog food bin twice, which is that one right there. And this is the second time it's been up high like this. Sheep, it was on this one here. But this one's almost empty. So she just knocked this one. That one went flying off. Luckily, you know, it's because it's almost empty. So when it starts getting low, she could very easily push it over. Look, here she comes. Here she comes again. Then, as if that wasn't bad enough, which it was kind of bad. And that was probably the worst. But then she comes over to the chickens' food. And you see that bin right there? She jumped on top of that and was trying to eat that food. But luckily that one's full and she could not knock that one over. But my gosh, she's just being a brat. So we're gonna let her stay out because she's already out, and I don't know what time it is. Let me see. It's still about another hour and a half before they eat. So she's gonna have to go in most likely before it's time to eat. Are you really gonna try to do it again? I didn't think so. You're gonna be in big trouble, Missy. This is for real. Look at her sniffing it out. She is sniffing for food. Oh, I know why she's there. My husband, he's finally figured a way out for the animals not to knock over the food. So these bowls right here have their food in it. That's actually pretty smart. Look, she knows. She is trying to find her food. So what my husband does is he soaks the pig's food and the duck's food and the chicken's food. Well, I don't know if he soaks the chicken's food, but I know he soaks the pig's food and the duck's food. So normally what happens is he gets the food and puts it over there with the rest of the food. Look, she's acting like she's starving. But then someone will end up knocking it over. Sometimes. Most of the time they don't knock it over. But every now and then somebody gets into it, like one of the goats or something. But yeah, this holds the food very well. So that was actually a pretty good idea. Nobody can knock that over. But smart thinking, babe. But look at this girl. There is nothing in this bowl. It is a dirty bowl from this morning that needs to be cleaned out. and she's just licking the very last bits of it. It is 4:30 in the afternoon, and this is probably from like 6 o'clock this morning. Look at her trying to chew. Peppa, what are you doing? You just ate a bunch of dog food. You just ate dog food. You don't need any piggy food. You already ate. What's wrong with your foot? Hey, what's wrong with your foot? Is your foot okay? Let me watch her walking. Just looked like her back foot was bothering her for a second. Is she walking funny? Yeah, she's walking a little funny. Hey, Peppa. Hold on. Hey. Come here. Just gonna give her a little massage. No. I think maybe it's just because she's been inside and not really walking around so much. So what we might do is, now that the babies are getting a little bit bigger and they escape constantly anyways, so there's really no point of keeping her close to the stall at the barn. That way she'll get more opportunity to walk around throughout the day, because it looks like her legs are kind of stiff. But she's been a little holy terror today, so maybe that's just going to be the plan, is putting her back in the stall over here. We had Peppa back on this side. We had all of the pigs over here at one point, but then we separated the boys from the girls. And then we sold one of the girls. Oh my gosh. You could tell she hasn't been in here. Look what's going on. I'm going to show you what's going on. What are those? Tomato plants? Oh my gosh. This is kind of crazy. Take a look at this. So, you know, when we feed our pigs, we feed them scraps, which of course is anything. Wow. This is pretty amazing. So Peppa has not been in here for like the last couple of, oh gosh, maybe like 2 months. Look, we got a cucumber growing here. I don't know if this is a cucumber or I don't know if this is cucumber or watermelon, but one or the other. We've got another one over here, either cucumber or watermelon, not quite sure. And then I have no clue what these tall things are that are growing over here. I'm going to assume that these are just, oh, this looks like this is just part of whatever root that's from. So most likely it's another one of this bush right here. And that is also the same thing. But you guys, look at all of these tomato plants. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can't even count. There's like over 30 tomato plants here. Look, even here. Well, I don't know if this is a tomato plant. I don't think this one's a tomato plant. It could be, but I don't think so. But these are all tomato plants. This is not. This, what is this? It could be a tomato plant, just a different variety. I I'm not quite sure what that is. But anyways, can you guys see? Look, all of these, every single one is a tomato. So I was going to put Peppa back here, but I think now I'm just going to let this stuff go. See what happens. It's right next to our compost pile. So we have one compost pile underneath all that. The ducks, they used to stay in here. But to be honest with you, the ducks don't even come in here at night anymore. So maybe we'll clean this up and maybe I'll put Peppa in this side instead. I'll have to talk to my husband. He knows if the ducks have been coming in here. But like I said, I don't think the ducks have been coming in here at all. Their food bowls don't even look like they've been touched. So, not really sure. But this is just, that is crazy to me. Look, it's just totally insane. So, I'm going to let those cucumbers or watermelons or whatever they are, I'm going to let those grow. If they need to trellis on something, I'll put something in here for them. And as far as the tomato plants, I'm just going to let those go also. See what happens. Let it turn into another wild, crazy garden like this section over here. Goodness gracious, this section, I know it looks horrible and they're all falling over and stuff. But let me tell you, I still come out here and pick tomatoes. It looks bad and they're not the most beautiful tomato bushes, or plants, I should say. But man, these tomatoes that it gives, like these, they are so good. But yeah, I've been out here still regularly and picking tomatoes. I usually get in on the other side. I cross over here. And I used to be really scared of snakes and stuff like that, but I have not seen any. So, until I do, I'm not going to worry. But yeah, so like this one right here. You see this? Look how pretty that is. It is so, so pretty. And, oh man, so sweet. I'm telling you, the tomatoes that grow through here, because they get neglected, they fall on the ground and stuff like that. But for the most part, so delicious. And then I have I don't think this is going to do much of anything, but a cabbage that started to grow a little head. But like everything else in here, just kind of got neglected. I did pick my first watermelon. I'm sorry, my second watermelon. Look at how, can you guys see all these tomatoes? Like, there is just an abundance of tomatoes. And I was just in here, what was it, yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I picked a bunch. So I'm going to have to remind myself to come out here again and check this section, because there is still a good amount of tomatoes. And I don't plan on like just coming in here and ripping everything out until I know it's like dead, because this section doesn't get much attention anyways. So I'm not worried about replanting anything over here or anything like that. Oh, look. Ha. Two little... Oh, something just dripped on me. I had water drip on my head. I think it was water. I don't know what else it could have been. Anyways, yeah, so... Oh, man, it's split. Oh, dang it. Look at that. This watermelon was going down into the hole there, and I think my husband picked it up out of the hole, and it split. But on the positive note, we have another one there, and I think, in this mess of a jungle, I think there's another one down there too. I'm not 100% sure on that, but, well, we have one more anyways that will grow before the summer is over. So, the pepper is kind of funny. Something's been eating the leaves for sure, but it's still alive. It's still kicking. Weird. Oh, and look, we've got more buds. So, who knows? Maybe maybe there's still enough time to get another watermelon. Let's see, we're August. Oh gosh, today's August 22nd, I think. So, I don't know, maybe. Maybe. But, alright, on with the pigs. I very rarely show you the boys. So I'll come over here and we'll say hi to Mr. Tiny Tim, who is this more whiter one. And then Chubbs is that one there. That's Zorro. And my husband said that Zorro and Peter, and that white one right there is Peter. But Zorro and Peter have been battling a lot lately. And my husband said that he ripped off a piece of his horn. As you can see, the top of his head is a little red there because he was bleeding just a little. But this guy is trying to show dominance on everybody. Poor little Geo there. So cute. Zorro, you just need to stop that already. Yeah, but Zorro is hitting his, like, I think he's just over a year old. When did he turn a year old? I don't remember. Maybe April, May, June, maybe? So he's just over a year, and you can tell he's really trying to show his dominance. So I don't know if we're going to have to separate him from the rest for a little bit until he chills out or what, because him and Peter, I guess we're getting into it, and Zorro actually overruled Peter, which is crazy because there's a huge size difference there. Peter's like 2 years old. Zorro's just over a year. And you would think that Peter has dominance, but apparently this guy is becoming a top dog. So, or should I say top goat. They get hay and they get grain. But as far as grass, there's no way of moving them around. We don't do rotational grazing for the goats, and if we did, it would just be really hard. So we just try to make sure that, like, whenever we cut down tree limbs, obviously we have a lot of trees on this property. Oh my gosh, I got the hiccups, you guys. There's a lot of trees on this property, so when we do cut back trees, or the limbs, like for instance, this one that's hanging low should probably get cut. When we cut them down, we give everybody limbs to eat. So they get, some forage. It's just not them foraging on their own. It's us helping them out. Let's see what Peppa's up to. We just quickly discussed what we're going to do with Peppa. But I think do the ducks stay on the other side, or do they not even sleep in there? They don't, right? Yeah, so I think we should put Peppa in there with her babies because she was walking and her back legs were like kind of going limp on her. She was dragging them.
Peppa?
Yeah. Yeah, she seemed like her back legs were bothering her and she was walking kind of weird. So I'm wondering if it's because she's cooped up in there for most of the day and she's gotten like a little cramp or something, or maybe her muscles are,
Put her in the big pen.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Well, you feed her, so you'll have to feed her over there. And we'll throw a little bit of hay in there, or no?
Yeah.
Or maybe some pine shavings or whatever.
Hay, no, not that the pig is a big.
Oh, okay.
Not when they're born.
I know. This is brilliant, by the way. Too bad you didn't think of it a really long time ago. It's amazing how things just pop into place. So where is she now? That's the question. Where is she now? Oh. Not too far. So besides me catching Peppa in the act of misbehaving, and I had to share that with you guys, my husband was watching my last 2 videos that I posted, and normally he doesn't really pay a whole lot of attention to them. But I was in the living room when he was watching them, and I saw myself, and I'm like, holy cow, I need a redemption video. I looked horrible. So just so you guys know, I do clean up kind of well. And this little thing on my lip, what happened was when we took our vacation in Florida, I got a little fever blister, And normally I heal from those really well, and it's not hurting and it's not bothering me. It doesn't feel like a fever blister anymore, but for some reason it kind of scarred my lip. So I'm hoping that this red spot on my lip goes away because it looks horrible. But yeah, so I don't know why I'm sharing that with you guys, but in case you've been looking at my videos lately and be like, boy, she's going downhill. What's wrong with that girl? I feel bad for her. Don't feel bad for me. I've just been having some of those days where I don't feel like, oh, horsefly. I don't feel like making myself look all nice all the time and wearing makeup. So that's how I look without makeup, guys. It's the truth of the matter, you know. But anyways, that's life on the farm. And this girl, hi baby. What is that scab on your nose? Oh, I know what that's. Huh? Yes. No?
Lady!
Oh, well, she was with me for a little while, and then I forgot about her. So I'll get her. So we were looking for Lady because I had let her out of the pasture because she wanted to come out, but she's in heat. So letting a female dog in heat just run around your property is not always the best thing to do, especially when we live in the country and there's other people that sometimes let their dogs run loose, although we have not seen any dogs running loose in quite some time actually, but you just never know. But lo and behold, she is in the house resting, probably exhausted from being out in pasture all day. So she's a good girl. She's very trustworthy and doesn't really run off and do crazy stuff like this one here. This one that causes problems all the time when she's let out. But she's having a good time with her babies right now, so we'll just let her do her thing. But she's going to be going to a new section. Not a new home. I was going to say a new home. Not a new home. She's staying with us for the long haul. She's a good girl. But she's going to a new section, and hopefully her and her babies enjoy that area over there. So good. I said it before in the past that if you're not subscribed to the channel and you are watching the videos, I'd really hope that you guys would go ahead and subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you know the next time that I post a video. Also, if you're not following us on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, go ahead and follow us over there too, because I post more stuff over there. It's just easier to throw like my daily life stuff up over there rather than editing videos constantly on YouTube. It is a lot more time consuming to put these videos up for you guys than posting stuff over there. However, we are Marrero Family Farm everywhere except for on Instagram. There's underscores between each word. So it's Marrero _family_farm. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this with us. We really do appreciate you guys being here and part of our journey. We have a lot more exciting stuff to come, especially when we do finally sell the house and move. It's going to be really exciting, and we want to take you guys along for that. And we have a lot of big plans in store. So just make sure you're following along so you can see what our progress is and our journey, and you guys can be along with it. Thank you so much. Until next time, you guys be blessed. Bye.